Hi everyone, this is Professor Greer. Welcome to English 2410, Introduction to Literature Poetry. I want to go over the course expectations, the syllabus, the Blackboard site, so hopefully by the end of this you will feel comfortable getting started in the course. The screen we're looking at right now is the announcements page. So when I send out an announcement, you will be able to find it here on Blackboard as well as in your Tri-C email inbox. So far, I've just sent out this opening announcement, and we're going to go over some of the same information that was in that as well as some additional information. So the course introduction just contains this video, and then the next section we'll look at is the syllabus and calendar. The syllabus has my contact information. My Tri-C email address is the best way to get in touch with me. I will respond to messages by the next business day. Don't necessarily check my email a lot over the weekend or after 5, but I do check it every day during the week, of course. We are doing everything online over the summer at Tri-C, so I will not be coming into campus for office hours, but I'm always happy to email back and forth as much as you need if you have questions about assignments, or if you need some more in-depth help with an assignment. I'm happy to set up a one-on-one WebEx session with you online to help you that way. The textbook information is also on the first page of the syllabus. So our main textbook is the Norton Anthology of Poetry, and that is available at the Tri-C bookstore. So there's a bookstore link here at the bottom of the first page of the syllabus, and I also included the link to Tri-C West's bookstore in that opening announcement that I sent. This is what the textbook looks like. So you should be able to find that either somewhere else online, or the bookstore will deliver it right to your home if you want to purchase it through them. You can purchase a hard copy of the textbook or a digital copy. Either is totally fine. You'll see under supplemental resources on the syllabus that we are going to be using the digital resources that accompany the Norton Anthology of Poetry. So if you do purchase a new edition of the book, you'll be able to get an access code that comes with that book that gives you access to those digital resources. If you're not purchasing a new edition of the book, number one, make sure you are getting the 6th edition, because that's the edition that we're using, and older editions will be different. But if you're not purchasing that new version, you will have to go to this site for Norton's digital resources and purchase access to those resources. I believe it's $10. So that link is on the syllabus, and again, also on the announcements page, I linked to the resources as well. This is what those resources are. We're going to be using these online poetry workshops, these first 4, rhyme and sound, meter and rhythm, poetic form, and poetic syntax. You'll be completing those throughout the semester. And they're just sort of an interactive workshop that gives you information and then asks you questions. As long as you complete them, you get full credit for doing them. So it's a way for us to get an understanding of those, different poetic devices and poetic elements in a fairly low pressure situation, hopefully. The other list of resources on the first page of the syllabus is this list of 4 poetry collections by 4 different individual authors. You do not need to purchase all 4 of these. You only need to acquire one of these 4 collections in addition to your textbook and those digital resources. So beginning in week 8 of the semester, that's when you will need one of these 4 poetry collections. Again, which one you choose is up to you, but the final essay of the semester will be written about whichever one of those 4 poetry collections that you choose. These are all available from various online resources. They're not available at the bookstore, but they should be easy to acquire online. They were all published in 2019. They're all award-winning collections of poetry. The Tradition by Jericho Brown is the 2020 winner of the Pulitzer Prize in Poetry. An American Sunrise by Joy Harjo is the most recent collection by our current U.S. Poet Laureate. Deaf Republic by Ilya Kaminsky and Be Recorder by Carmen Jimenez Smith have both won several awards as well. So like I said, we'll start working with those later in the semester. What you need immediately is the Norton Anthology of Poetry and those digital resources that go along with it. So let's move on. The course outcomes are not something that I'm going to go over with you in detail. We are going to do a lot of writing about poetry in this class. It's a literature class, not a creative writing class. So you'll be writing, academic essays about poems. You will not be asked, to do your own creative writing yourself. The course content outline goes into detail about what you're supposed to be learning in the course. Again, I'm not going to go over that in detail right now, but as we move through the lessons throughout the semester, each lesson will include which elements from the course outline that lesson is covering for that week. The next page lays out how your grade is calculated. So those poetry workshops from the Norton Digital Resources, those are worth 10% of your grade. We're doing 4 workshops altogether, so each one is worth 2.5% of your grade. Again, as long as you go through the entire workshop and complete it, you're going to get full credit for doing that. We are going to do weekly discussion forums, and those are going to be worth a total of 20% of your grade. And then your first essay will be a 500-word essay that's worth 10% of your grade. It's called an explication, which is an analysis of an individual poem. Your second essay will be a 1,000-word literary analysis, and that will be worth 20% of your grade. And then your final essay will be a 2,000-word analysis of one of those 4 collections of poetry that you choose, and that will be worth 30% of your grade. And then there is a final exam worth 10% of your grade. So the grade expectations go into some more detail about how your assignments will be graded. For the discussion posts, you're going to be doing 2 different types of discussion posts. So you'll be creating an original post, and that will need to be at least 200 words long, and that will be responding to specific questions that I have asked about specific poems that you've been assigned to read. And then you'll also be posting a reply to a classmate's post, and those replies need to be at least 100 words long. So I'll be grading those discussion posts based on whether they meet the length requirement, based on whether you post them by the due dates, and also based on their content. So you should proofread your discussion posts and make sure that they are grammatically correct. Your original 200-word discussion posts should be addressing the questions that I'm asking in that week's discussion forum, and I will also be looking for you to include brief quotations from the poems that we're discussing to support whatever you're saying in your discussion post, but keep in mind that those quotations do not count towards the length requirement of the post. So you should have 200 words of your own analysis plus whatever short quotations from the poem are supporting that analysis. In your replies to your classmates' posts, you should have original content in those replies. So if you agree with what your classmate says, that's fine, and you can say that in your reply, but your reply should not just say, I agree with you, and then repeat what they said, right? If you agree with your classmate, then your reply should include additional evidence or support, to take that agreement a little further. Or if your reply is, saying, oh, I had a different interpretation, then you would provide the evidence that supports your own interpretation in that reply. For the essays, I will be providing a detailed rubric explaining how I'm going to grade each essay. The 2 main components, for the essay grading are going to be basically the grammar and the content. So if you have an essay with perfect grammar, but all it's doing is kind of summarizing the poems without really analyzing them, that's still going to be a C, even though it's all grammatically correct. And then conversely, if you have really interesting analysis and a lot of good things to say, but your grammar is a total mess and makes your essay hard to read, that's probably going to be a C as well, right? Even though you have good ideas, you need to be able to express them clearly. So keep that in mind. And then there is a late work policy that applies to all of the assignments, discussion posts, essays. You basically have up to 6 days to submit something late. The later it is, the more points are taken off. So if it's up to 2 days late, it's 10% off. Up to 4 days late is 20% off, and up to 6 days late is 30% off. The next section on academic credit, the thing to keep in mind here, which I'm sure you've been told before, is that for any course, the expectation is that for each credit hour that the course is, you should expect to spend about 3 hours a week working on that course. So since this is a 3 credit hour course, that means that you should budget about 9 hours a week to be working on that course, right? To be doing the readings and the discussion posts and those Norton Digital poetry workshops and the essays that we're working on and all of those things. The next item on the syllabus is the academic honor code. So for this class, the reason that might crop up is if there is an instance of plagiarism. So the plagiarism policy for the class is outlined here. Basically, if you submit an essay that contains plagiarism, plagiarism does not just mean you copied that entire essay off of the internet, right? You might have something that contains part of your own writing, but also some information that has been cut and pasted from other sources that is not given credit, and that would be considered plagiarism as well. So if you submit something that contains plagiarism for the first offense in the class, I will require you to attend a tutoring session or a writing center session online, or to meet with me online before you're allowed to revise that assignment, and then you will be allowed to revise it for a grade. And I will also require you to write up an additional 250-word explanation of how this occurred and what you're going to do to try to make sure it doesn't happen in the future. And then if it's a second offense, then you're just going to fail the course, right? Because at that point, we've already discussed it, and it should be very clear to you how to avoid plagiarism. So basically, plagiarism is not worth it. It can cause you to fail the course. If you are struggling with an assignment and you feel like you're not understanding it, I'm very happy to help you with that. That's what I'm here for, right? So just ask me for the help. Tell me that you're confused. If you know that you're not going to get it done on time, take the late penalty. I mean, anything is basically better than plagiarizing. Some of this other information is just standard information that, you know, every syllabus has that we don't need to go over. The netiquette policy is here just to remind you to, you know, be a good online citizen in this class, you know, be polite and respectful in your comments on your classmates' posts. There is also information here about tutoring services, even though, you know, campus services are not available to a large extent right now. The Writing Center on campus and tutoring services on campus are both providing their services online. So you can email an essay to a tutor and ask them to give you feedback on it, or what's even more productive is you can set up a one-on-one appointment with them online in which they will go over your essay with you and help you make improvements on it. So keep in mind that you do still have those resources available to you. And then I think that most of the other items on the syllabus up until we get to the schedule at the end are just those standard items on every syllabus. So let me go ahead and stop this recording since I'm almost at my time limit, and then in the second recording we'll take a more detailed look at the course calendar and at how the Blackboard site is set up.